You are listening to Let's Go, the weekly anime podcast about weekly anime from Drawn or Alive and Dynamite in the Brain. So come along and hang with the Let's Go gang. It's Dwayne.
Hello.
It's Niall.
Howdy.
And it's me, Brian, drinking out of my Grogu cup. It changes colour when the drink's cold, and so that indicates that it's not cold.
In cinemas soon.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's in cinemas soon. Yes, I'm going to go and see it, even though I've seen one episode of The Mandalorian. I'm hoping it will all make sense to me. It's got little weirdos in it. It's got lots of little weirdos in it from the trailer, so that's mainly what's drawing me towards it.
Well, surely, like someone tuning in just now for this their first time listening to one of these or looking at one of these, they'll just like get right in. We're in the middle of the series they're watching. They'll pick it up. It's grand.
April the 18th to the 24th. 2026, we are talking anime, and the first one we're talking about is Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun, Season 4, Episode 3, Essence of a Demi-idol, or Demi-idol, Demi-doll.
Demi-doll, demi-idol, demi. It's hard to say, and it's written subtitled differently than they pronounce it, so it really confuses me as well. Yeah.
Foul, funky fiend of the pit.
That's the one.
Yeah. They got a train. We've got Aruba is going to have to learn how to play the piano before the show.
Yeah.
I like the logic of it's just like he's literally like the one you can synchronize best with historically last season. But he can't be the center because he's already at the rank they need. So he needs to step back and do the I guess like the rhythm, like keep the rhythm fine for everyone else.
Yeah.
Which he can do. So the only thing is he doesn't know how to play piano. But other than that, he'd be great support basically. Yeah.
Who does though? Sapnok, of course. Of course, the big lad. He's classically trained. It's just like it's like you can tinkle the ivories as good as anybody else because it's bringing up a king. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Aruba says something as he's demonstrating that gives away that he's a human being.
Pianos in the netherworld sure are weird. I mean, pianos weird, right? In general, there's no other kind.
It'd be like if it went like the pianos on planet Earth are really interesting, and everyone would just be like, "What do you mean specifically on Earth?" No, nothing. It's just they are on Earth. You must admit. I do like his kind of I do like his excitement of being asked to do something, which means he automatically has to say yes to it, as we know. But he's excited by this one. It's not like it's not like when his parents put him into slave labor and sold him to demons or anything like that. It's just like he's like, oh, this actually feels good. This is
It's all one of those things as well. It's like, Aruma, you're the leader of the class. That's always been the way in every show so far. But this is like, where thing where you can't be the leader of it. You gotta like push somebody else forward to get them promoted. But you're still like, the commander behind the scenes. We're all looking to you, like, on the piano to play us the right way to keep our rhythm going. So you're gonna be like, the guy who's like controlling us from behind the scenes. So it's still important to get your stuff right. Even if your piano, which you got, it's a kind of living thing, you got to like kind of bow to it and treat it like kind of it reflects your personality. And it kind of morphs into a fun Fisher Price looking thing when you sit down, which is reflective of your ability and stuff right now. But we'll get there.
Then we get Crowley doing a lecture on demi-idols to the rest of the class.
As the biggest fan of demi-idols and not at all one herself, to the point that she's so good that she can do a routine that blows them all away as both a woman and a man. Just completely going like fucking, and they're not only pretty and beautiful and charming, but they're also cool, and she turns into like the coolest guy you've ever seen.
Cool and sexy and everything like that. It would go into something like that. Speaking as a fan, of course.
She's worried she's giving the game away, but
she knows her stuff. She's pretty knowledgeable about this. Yeah, let's trust her.
It's a good thing everyone else is so stupid, because otherwise she would have given away that yes, she is a professional idol. So yeah,
it's different hair colors, wigs. What are those? No.
Yeah.
I do like that the demon piano Just you think of the song you want to play, and it shows you which keys you need to hit. Because demons are lazy, they won't actually want to learn playing piano properly. So the piano
But
itself has to be lazy too.
and it does make it sound like it makes it easy because the key lights up and it automatically plays. But you have to kind of like feel the thing because it
Yes.
reflects your vibes back at you. So if you're feeling the rhythm, then it will let you play rhythm on it, that kind of way. It's not just
Yes.
easy mode. So that is the difficulty, and Aruma has to express himself, which is
Yes,
he's
'cause
not
his
great at it, to be fair.
natural
Yeah.
expression is that he's very lovable, and so his piano just looks like a whole load of pillows and makes plinky plonky sounds.
Yeah, yeah.
But you gotta
A
get
child
good.
xylophone.
The basics are one thing, but you gotta like get some real lessons and put your soul into it. We got just a teacher for you. The teacher you already know. He's a teacher in fact. It's a favorite teacher. Gotta go. Who was relishing this chance for and said, "I've got you right where I want you, little bastard. You're gonna listen to what I tell you now."
And he has to explain how to play the piano sexily because that's the song that they've chosen, and it's as the students point out, it's weird to hear him talk about love. He's not really that vibe. Yeah.
And that person is so staring as she's playing all that from the theme. There's love, love, love. What did you say, you little bastard? I'm sorry. I don't never do it again.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is split into groups, and they're using what they called copycat cuffs, training animals.
A torture device to make sure they stay in sync with each other. Like it's like your right arm is attached to their right arm, so you move in synchronization. And they've paired off in different ways. The most difficult group being obviously our other Aruma's best friends.
Clara and Az.
Clara and Az. I couldn't think of Az as his name. Yeah, because they're like mud and like I don't know ether. They really don't gel very well in terms of
fire and slime.
Yeah, it doesn't work. But they're like, well, we'll check out how everyone else is doing, and they're like, holy shit, everyone else is doing great. We're looking like real assholes.
Even the horny boys are focusing on this, like, I swear to God, if we get this fucking concert off right, you're gonna tell me all the details about that mixer you went to, you motherfucker. Okay. So they're all motivated now to get that going. So even they're on board with things.
We also get Crowley, the sleepy guy. She's constantly going, "You must smile. You've got the prettiest face. You need to be smiling." It's like, what about him? No, he's fine as he is. But you need to be smiling. And then, so the cliffhanger is that Az and Clara are going to open their hearts to one another, and it's arranged in such a way you feel like they're both going to admit that they're in love with Aruma.
Yeah, that feels like the proper thing, and it's
that's
also
their common ground.
It's their common ground. It's a thing that they keep to themselves but wouldn't admit to someone else. But it's also something that's obvious to everyone else to look at any of those two characters under any circumstances. But yeah.
And then the Tsukima was, it was her.
Here's what's
piano.
like Emmy was like she sat on the piano. It's just like, yep. It's like a fucking like a rap of Aruma all around the thing.
But she thinks it's great and takes more photos of the piano.
More photos of the photograph piano. Yeah, I'm mixing up the Tsukimas now with the ending bits of Akane Banashi. Oh, that's what they talked to the master, and I was like, no, wait, that was the wrong thing. It's just the same kind of little the little puppetry stuff, and I'm mixing the two up now.
Well, the good news is Akane Banashi is next. Episode 3, Senior Apprentices, where we learn that it's Witch Talia that's getting the more attention of his two shows as the animation drops. Not a significant amount, but enough that you notice it in terms of slickness.
We're not slipping into as many like Rakugo reveries here. It's like, kind of, okay, we're going to from basic ass training here. Here's the levels of this. Here, your senior apprentices. I'm going to put you with Kyoji here. He's a straight arrow. He'll show you the ropes.
It can't be the only apprentice we've met so far because he's brand new and he also has to work on the fundamentals rather than training in someone else.
Yeah, Koguma is a kind of like a shy, bookish-looking dude, so like he doesn't want to do it. And Mikaru is just like, "Hey man, this is fun, relax. I'll put some food on, I'll be good." It's like, okay, but he comes off as like, "Oh, he's the lazy," but also they say, "Oh no, way, I'm not going to do it."
Well, specifically, Koguma's like, "Oh no, I couldn't do it because what if I scared her off? I wouldn't want that responsibility on my shoulders." And Mikaru is like, "She's going to fall in love with me. It would be irresponsible for me to train her."
Yeah, I like that's his excuse, but also probably ardent belief. Is how it is. Yeah.
Also, we kind of know how he is. It's like he has the appearance of the easygoing type, but he's got an edge underneath them.
So our boy, who's like the straight shooter of the gang, is going to train her in, and initially seems really nice. He's very friendly. He's very understanding, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I can give you extra classes and everything. It's fine, and I can we can do it after your classes in school, obviously." And she's like, "Yeah, I can ditch school. It's fine." He's like, "Motherfucker, you do not fucking ditch school. Your job as a student is to study." And he's like, "Oh, he's incredibly by the book. Okay, that's a slight problem for Akane, who is a little loosey goosey."
But just needs to say a little bit of shaping in the right way.
Yeah.
In companies, sir, like she's going to assist him at the Rakugo gig he's got. Even like want to open up a little space for him, like bring him out here. It's unusual for like an apprentice like a Zenza to go out and actually tell a story. But sure, go on, we'll do it. It's like, okay, I'll just like do one of the old classics here. And what I'm used to, man, like going okay, but geez, these crowd of old folks aren't really getting into as much as I thought they would.
You're getting a few bits of like kind of stifle laughter. She gets some positive reviews, but like
the energy is low though.
It's real like mid-afternoon kind of energy.
And Kyoji doesn't hold it back. It's like, your style is selfish. Okay, like you did a good job, and it was actually very well told, but you didn't consider the audience. You didn't consider who you were telling it to. It's not old folks here. Like they weren't like going to go for a story at the one you told. Like you're not putting them in mind. It's not all about you. You got to consider who you're telling it to as well.
Yeah.
And I like that Akane's initial response is like to get mad, but also go, "Wow, but no, he's right, and he's going to teach me how to do things, so I will do the things he's telling me what to do."
I mean, like it's the kind of thing of getting frustrated at him specifically, but then it's like, no, it is my own problem. And I do like her motivation of, I need to show that motherfucker who fired my dad what for, and also that guy, like she still doesn't remember his name. It's like, ooh, that pink-haired man, how I hate him so. I refuse to remember his name.
It's just like he's one of the biggest like star short issue. It's just like what? It's like I could see his like name on posters like everywhere. You'd see him on telly. It's just like, but she doesn't give a fuck.
Nope.
He's not part of like her plan. He's just barging in.
Yeah.
And so as they're talking, he's on the phone and he's sorted out a job. She starts tomorrow after school.
Yeah, because he's going on tour for like a week, so he's going to be like back and forth, like, and he can't be dragging her along with him. That's not really good. This will be a job that helps you not be selfish in the service industry.
Yes,
got your job down the pub. You're going to be slinging drinks and taking orders and showing people their tables, so you're going to need to consider all the time about what people need and want.
I do like the comparison to this, like in the early stuff where she was giving out about, is it like, here, you mind my shoes and tidy up the room and make tea for everyone. And she's like, this is just grunt work. And it's like, everyone starts on fucking grunt work. Don't knock it. And this is very much so grunt work. She's like, this isn't a Rakugo pub or anything. It's just like a regular, actually, he's a regular at this pub, so he knows how the staff are and the guy who runs it and stuff.
Yeah.
So he knows what kind of service you need to provide and had to learn. Yeah.
And also the staff know him, as we discover that he can't handle a drink and has to drink orange juice instead. This is where we get introduced to Mamoru Mikuriya, the owner of Umi, who will be a sort of permanent fixture throughout the series here on Hell. He's like
he'll be
a
recurring
surrogate father
guy,
because
for sure.
the dad's dead. We never see him. He's dead in the concrete industry.
Yeah.
He's also just has some homespun wisdom. It's like, well, I know a little bit about Rakugo, but if I know one thing about food and running a restaurant and a pub, it's this. It's a little bit like telling a Rakugo story. It's like, and then it becomes this kind of grain of inspiration for the problem she's trying to overcome in a given arc or week. But he's coming on too strong. He's just right. Oh, you gotta be energetic and fun. And like, yeah, but like people come here after work to relax and meet friends. He's like, we're trying to keep it cool and chill here. So like, don't be fucking around. Just like think about what people might need or what. Here's one for you. A foreigner has walked in and he's trying to order.
He's not speaking English. He doesn't seem to understand the menu, so he can't read Japanese, and he doesn't speak the very basic English that we have. So.
Oh, let me try. Okay, how about this? Huh? All right, see right there.
Just miming it out. Yeah.
Beauty. Hi, beauty. Oh, get this man a beer. Yeah, he wants a beer and like
miming her way through the menu, and he's like, "Oh yeah," like he knows what the food is. Like he's living in working in Japan, but he can't read the fully Japanese menu.
Could be on holiday. Just walked in and it's like, oh, this is it. Yeah.
And when he thanks her in Japanese, she's like really like taken aback. It's like, oh yeah, no, that actually feels really good. Like I help someone out. Like yeah, that's the feeling I should get from exciting my audience, rather than like, look at me, I'm the star. It's just like you should be happy when the audience is happy, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we also get like a Mamoru relays like when he first saw Shigema perform and how it made him feel, even though of course we the audience are not going to get to see him perform at this point.
Yeah. I did like the opening as well, where her master's really he's really nervous and he's practicing meeting Akane's parents. Go like, hey, I want to take your daughter on as an apprentice. Is that cool? Because I know I fucked up like the husband situation. And he's like, sorry, I've been training your daughter secretly for years. And the mom's like, yeah, I know. Oh, her dad can't come because he's dead / selling concrete. So he can't make it to this. Her mom knows that she wants to do this. Her mom doesn't want her to do this, but she's like, well, she's going to do whatever the fuck she wants, like me. My parents didn't want me to be. I think she's a hairdresser, isn't she?
Yeah.
So yeah. So, but she's just going to do what she wants, and I'm not going to stop her. I'm going to be supportive rather than her own parents. Yeah.
It's cute how Shigema seems like he's practicing like like Rakugo toy with sister like.
Yes. Yeah.
Masaki, baby, how's it going? Masaki, I've come here to tell you something very important. Masaki, whoa, it's been too long. God, no, that's not right. Not right.
Yeah, and he's just so nervous about talking to like, I guess his failed, like kicked out of the fucking school apprentice, his wife, because it's like I did you a disservice there years ago, and I feel really bad about it. And now I've been secretly training your daughter in Rakugo, and it's just like none of it's secret. Everything's fine. Everything's grand. It's such an issue for him, but then it's a non-issue. For everyone else.
But he also mirrors Akane at the bar where he's using his Rakugo skills in a real life context, and then she's using them because they get the other staff go, was that your Rakugo skills you're using to communicate there? Well done.
It's again because like the in your anime that the whole entire world is about volleyball or foxy boxing or whatever the fuck it is, right? In this case, like the world is about, whoa, that's this incredible Rakugo skill of being able to talk to a foreigner by miming out the menu, or trying to talk to a ma'am whose husband you disappointed years ago. Yeah.
It's all about communication.
That's the superpower, basically. Yeah.
Yes, as we speak, the current chapter, she has achieved essentially Rakugo Ultra Instinct.
Yeah.
She's got unconscious competence so hard she's having an out-of-body experience.
Then we've got Demons of the Shadow Realm, Episode 3, Dera and Hana. I assume these episode titles are going to be two
in pairs
names each time.
Like demons.
I mean, I really like that we watch Noble Farmer, and then this comes along because you can see in some of the humor stuff is just the same as in Noble Farmer. Sort of particularly the interactions with Dara and Hana that we get in this one of sort of people imposing themselves on each other. Because this mostly takes place at a roadside.
A series of petrol stations.
Yeah.
But it's kind of tracing in a lot of stuff kind of around it. and kind of getting to like what Dara and Hannah's like motivation in this is, like what's their kind of part of it, like why are they doing this? Still, like some things need to be kind of filled in there, but you're getting it says that they're on the level, but those that they are relying on may not necessarily be on the level themselves. It seems like good people who might be in a complicated situation.
Yes, I love the way how Dara seems pretty trustworthy throughout, and then you get that last line of the episode of him saying, "I can tell him anything," and you're like, "Oh, but he's already recognized that he can't trust you fully." He's discussed this with left and right before he says that in the episode, and you're like,
I like the way he doesn't appear stupid, so that when they initially get him like some rice balls at a petrol station kind of thing, and he's like, "This is the most beautiful food. It's not millet. Whoa, the food of kings." But when they're like, "All right, we'll go in and have like a burger, and we'll just fucking relax and talk it out between us," and he's just talking out with left and right. It's like, so I can't entirely trust him because like there's something weird going on with my sister, and everyone says that girl that killed everyone in the village is my real sister, including you guys. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna keep with him for now because it benefits me. But like he's not stupid in any way.
He's definitely observant enough because he just figures out like, oh, okay, so this is a toilet, so I guess it's like, okay, there's water flush. Okay, actually, he's able to like approach things in a rational manner and put it together.
His level up in this episode is learning how to use a public toilet and light switches. So that is what he's now capable of, and he can blend perfectly in society. So
why are we here? We gotta feed the horses in the iron carriage some oil so that they can run. It's like, yeah, of course, okay, makes sense. You know, demons are real, so horses carriage, yeah, of course, it would work that way.
Sure, why not? That's way less magical than all the rest of the shit going on. So why not? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, because late in the second half we learn, I think this is with left and right again. They explain that, because they've established previous episodes, they've been asleep not asleep, but stationary for 400 years.
They've been sat in front of the village for hundreds of years. Yeah, yes, and they've seen people coming in and out. And so, like, they confirm is like, yeah, we never saw your sister, so we assumed like she died. We heard you, and we saw you coming in and out with your dad hunting, but we assumed she died or whatever because we're just statues. We weren't really doing anything. But then we did see your parents fleeing with a dark-haired girl.
Yes. 10 years ago or so.
10 years, yeah, I can remember.
And then because he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna find my sister, and she can take us to meet my parents. We also learned from Dara after that anecdote from left and right that there's a special way to get through the barrier, but people occasionally do it accidentally, and her mum is not from the village originally and found her way into the village.
Yeah, it's like go around this 3 times, go up this way, you'll see a tree, turn at a right angle at that. It's like and I guess it's someone who gets lost in the fucking woods. Coincidentally, sometimes they happen to go those directions. Yeah.
And the 2 poor bastards never getting off that mountain. Yeah, they live under it.
Yeah, they're fucked.
And then the second break where he's talking to left and right, it's like, oh yeah, they explained, yeah. So 400 years ago was when the last time that the twins were born, and the chaos that's caused by the twins being born is not the powers of the twins; it's people fighting over the powers of the twins causes the chaos. And so they know of it happening.
It's not that you're a weapon
previously.
that's going to change the world. Is that people are going to fight for this power that you can possess, like have the potential to get.
You need both of them, or it doesn't work.
It's break and seal. We know she's using break, and they're like, what happens if somebody gets both of the powers at once? Nobody knows.
And it's like, what happens if you do break and seal on the same thing, like, immovable object, unstoppable force? And it's like, I don't want to know. That sounds like a bad idea. Is basically the idea, yeah.
And in the middle of all this, well, before that, also before we get to the middle, we also get Dara explaining to Hannah that they need to pretend to be married and being Yuru's parents.
In the worst way possible. So you need to marry me, and she's like, "What the?"
And these are our wedding rings, are they, with the brass knuckles?
That's
the bit which that was the first bit which made me go, "Oh, that's Noble Farmer type comedy of." The
finding a husband down the country.
Yeah,
that's how we did it.
And she points out, "Why can't you be our dad and I'm the older sibling and he's the
The
younger sibling,
drawings.
and mom either died or left your ass with the fucking kids. It doesn't fucking matter. You're pathetic, is basically, and everyone's just like, oh, poor man. It's like, no, that draws fucking attention because people are like, oh, that poor man, we must help him out. Or it's like, oh, his wife left him. Oh man, fucking maybe he fucking left the wife and took the kids himself. You know, it's just like, if we're just married, there's less questions and it's easier to get an apartment as a couple. Like, it makes things easier. It's just pretend. So do you want? Should I take your surname or do you want to take my surname? Because I got to change my name anyway. Because they know where I live, they know my name and everything. So whatever you like, like that's a consolation basically.
But the middle bit is a stalker being murdered by a giant anglerfish.
Pretty fucking cool. I was getting real and I guess it's just the creepy elevator vibes, but
Like Gathering.
Dark Gathering specifically, yeah. Very much so.
I guess like the lure and the actual fish is the pairing there.
Yeah, well, there's like a little fish appears as well from behind him when the lady sees the giant fish.
It's the female anglerfish is the big, ugly, nasty one, and the male one like attaches onto the female one and becomes a pair of vestigial testicles. Like, this is how anglerfish work. Why do I know these things? Anyway,
okay.
So
Yes,
I assume
sense,
that does a different thing. Yeah,
because the woman the guy's chasing is not, that doesn't look exactly like the woman who's hired. And I assume this is one of the Kanimoris because this is, I think, just after Dara's explained that the Kanimoris are also originally from the mountain. And they've had a falling out, but we don't learn what the falling out is yet.
Yeah, Dara's thing is like, oh, our not even ancestors, like their parents or grandparents or whatever, came down off the mountain, but we're still in contact with the village. And I obviously do supply runs up and down. Like, I'm still cool there. The other woman is like, I've never actually been back to the village, but like, I'm also a demon retainer, so I do help out in supply lines and shit. Like, just driving him in the van seemingly is mostly her job.
Be a woman.
Yeah.
And it's also after an explanation of, because he tells Yura to get off the roof of the car, and he's like, well, left and right are sitting on the roof of the car. He goes, yeah, but nobody can see them. Only people who can see them is other demon users, and
every now and again random people sometimes, like
dogs.
There's a couple going by and their dog is barking at the roof, and they're just like, why are they barking at those people standing by a car? I don't know, crazy dog, stop barking.
Racist dog.
Because it turns out the woman who presumably had hired him to take care of the stalker can also see them, and he has to go, shush.
It's like, oh, you can see the big fish. It's like, don't say nothing.
No
one
will believe
fish.
you.
Yes. Also, because I just told you that he won't be bothering you anymore, and you just saw a giant fish make an arm out of its mouth, grab the knife he was carrying, and swallow the knife as well. So you're pretty clear we ate him.
Like he kind of like implied in the phone call, it was just like, yeah, everything's taken care of. He won't be bothering you anymore. Like, you've told him off, or you've got a restraining order, and it's like, no, he's dead. I had this fish eat him. Now shut up.
No, I said he sleeps with the fishes.
I'm fascinated by the two demons in the opening credits who appear to be greys. I'm like, what is their story going to be in the way that all these demons have, because of the different genres as we had in the last episode?
Well, again, let's say like if you're seeing something weird like a vampire or a Sasquatch or anything like that, it was probably a demon. So that means like, well, I'm actually show up with like the fucking Loch Ness monster, fucking Sasquatches as their fucking stand. It'd be great.
Yes, because it's fun that she's also set herself the puzzle of there having to be two of them each time. It's like the author is playing a game.
And I guess like you can get away with like the top of a mouth and the bottom of a mouth so they can bite you. And I was like, okay, that's because I just wanted to do a big mouth. Like, that was the one idea. But like, you can get around it kind of ways like that. Like, maybe if you want one to be the sword and the other to be a shield, that kind of thing. Like, work in pairs rather than two distinct entities, like two kinds of anglerfish. Yeah.
How far do we get before this is like these are the two ghosts of whatever, but they're basically a combining robot or something?
The top and bottom. There's got to be. Yeah. If there's left and right, there's got to be a top and bottom.
It wasn't long in Shaman King before they basically had ones that those are all like medieval knights, but they all seem to look like cool ass flying angelic robots.
Yeah, I love it's high stakes and low stakes at the same time is what I'm really enjoying about it at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, and you know from the opening that shit's going to go differently, but I like that these two that he's hanging around with at the moment aren't entirely suspect. They're like, how much are they aware of? How much are they on the level? And it's like they seem to be wanting to help this guy out. You know, yeah,
Well, this big incident has forced the hand of all these factions, of which
yeah,
there are about three that I didn't keep track of here. So they're all trying to get their shit kicked off or back on track, or trying to evade the notice of the rest of them until they cross over again, and it's going to spark up into another little like fracas incident.
Yeah, and I like that ultimately, it's your left and right. Those are they're a package. Left and right will do anything he says, help him out. Um, they've got their distinct personalities.
and they've
It's
got their own like. Besides, like they'll do whatever he says. They do have their own motivation. Left just seems to want. She craves violence as mainly her goal. Yeah.
yes, because when they're discussing about looking for trying to find Asa and find the parents, she's like, yeah, that's what I want. I don't like being hunted. I want to be the one doing the hunting. So even if there's thousands, millions of people I need to look through, that's fine. This is what she wants.
Oh, they're in
Yeah.
Gunma, aren't they?
Yes, they're in Gunma.
Yeah, because when they see like a park full of people, like left and right, are kind of going like, "Wow, this is the capital, huh?" And it's like, "This isn't the capital. It's someplace called Tokyo," and they're like, "How the fuck? This isn't the capital. So how much fucking rice do these cunts eat?" Like that's their point of reference. Of,
So many
like,
castles here. Are there that many lords?
Yeah, it's fun.
That's
like
a
them,
record control building, actually.
which is living like a lord, if you will.
Then we got Digimon Beat Break, episode 27. God, I'm so tired. Episode 27, Wandering Love. So we don't get to meet
Just
that
in
girl.
time for Mayday.
We get a mummy who is sort of controlling people to exaggerate their love in order to drain their e-pulse. And it's one of these episodes where the Digimon have to find the solution. That solution is headbutting people.
That's great, man. It's like,
Snap
oh
out
no,
of it.
we won't figure out how to talk him down from it or confess your innermost feelings. It's like headbutts. Headbutts is the solution to this, which is
It worked in the Flintstones. I don't know why it wouldn't work in this cartoon.
bonk on the head. Yeah.
My favorite line in this is when Geckomon's pleading with Tomoro to snap out of it. He's like, I want to share everything with you. Happiness, sadness, bacon.
I mean, like, if you're
Snap
going
out
to
of it,
share,
stupid.
that's a lot coming from Geckomon, because you know that guy craves his bacon. But yeah, the basic thing is the mummy first attaches, Mummymon obviously, attaches its wrapping to the girl he saved earlier on in the series. The girl that was in his school class. So kind of enhancing her feelings for him, and so it looks like she's going to confess to them while they're out on a shopping trip, and one of our characters is like, "Oh fuck, I'm into this," and then the other guy's like, "What's going on?" Like, because it looks like a confession.
Yeah,
Rena's
sure,
trying to egg it on. It's just
no, they're too young and innocent to understand those two.
Well, Makoto understands, but Shurikmon,
but he's not into it, I guess.
But doesn't think they should be spying on them. Whereas Shurikmon's like, what's going on? What's the deal here?
Spying is what I do. I'm spy bad Digimon. And then so it gets on the Tomoro then, and then it's just like it starts spreading amongst the group. They all get in their rap, and it makes them act super creepy and weird to other Digimon.
Yeah. So like, okay, so our main boy just wants to feed his Digimon, which Geckomon is delighted by, but the only thing he can cook is eggs. So you're going to be pretty sick of eggs pretty quick. Initially it's just boiled eggs, which I was like, I like a boiled egg, but it's like a big plate full of boiled eggs. It's like, no, that's too much.
Can I grind it up into a salad or anything? No, just boiled eggs, but made with love, the secret ingredient.
With is it Prissymon is the little cat thing, little cat teddy bear?
Yeah.
Prissymon is expressed interest in a cool teacup, so now she's spoiling it rotten by taking out, I assume, massive loans to buy exquisite china and little dolly dresses to dress it up in. Yeah. I was starting to think, is Makoto like the worst one, who's just like, only look at me, Chiramon, no one else? It's super weird.
we should be like them and like be too open and kind of like argue and fight with each other so we can get our feelings out in the open. But ultimately become closer. Don't you want that for us? Then
Trimmon fight me, and it's like, and Trimmon's like, I'm coming to get you, and he's like, now that we've fought, we're even closer. Kyo.
He says, I love brushing your coat, Cougar Man. It's just delightful. Sure, thanks. I keep all the hair and make little dolls out of it. You want one, don't you? See, they're so cute.
I love the Cougars Man.
I bought my sister-in-law that Japanese book about crafting with cat hair, so I did enjoy that aspect of Kyo's love for Kugamon. Also, my favorite bit is when the other Digimon are winching Kugamon out of Kyo's reach.
Yeah, because it's just Gekomon like lifting them up to the top of the industrial containers that they live in. It was just like out of thing, and Cougarmon is like, it's too big. But he's just like barely there, so he's just like scraping him with like one finger. He's still trying to pet him. Yeah. I also really like the joke with Cougarmon is like, he's fine with the brushing. He doesn't care about the dolls. Just stop burying your nose in my hair and fucking sniffing me. Like that's the bit I'm creeped the fuck out on. It's like just getting a big old whiff of cougar.
It's like I can see him actually powerful ones because usually he's turning into like a super cool tall lion man with a giant sword. It's just like I don't want to.
Just to see him ick out.
I'm just a big cat.
And the other thing was like, despite the fact that the Mummymon is feeding off their e-pulse, he's doing it on some kind of misguided like.
He got Toy Story 2'd.
Exactly. Yes. He thinks that's what love is. Like coming on too fucking strong because his owner dropped him like a hot potato because her boyfriend asked her, I think. Yes. This is back when he was like a ghost, like a little ghost
mon. 3 years ago, I think they say there was a ghost mon around with there.
He's got big.
This is after Yoshimura has turned up and seen them winching Cougamon up there and gone, okay.
It's like, what the fuck? Like, basically, yeah.
Got to him with them all four of them tied up, and he's dragged them to the bar. He's like, they just let me do it. Come on, let me bring them along this way. That's where they do the research to figure out it's Mummymon. But I do like when they finally confront Mummymon, and after they Gekomon breaks Tomura out by headbutting him, is that they don't fight Mummymon. Mummymon just has a change of heart, realizing what real love is, and goes, I understand now. Thanks, guys. Why? How can I be more like you?
Because it's so like he starts off like super creepy because he's wearing like the big jacket and the hood, and he's like, I'm pretending to be a fortune teller on the street, but secretly I'm gonna steal your e-pulse. And then he pulls off the jacket. Obviously he's a cyborg mummy, he's a Digimon, but he also has like a big fucking gun. But it's like, no,
railgun and bandana, and he has those still his name on Pharaoh's tomb, the little like the hooks they carry, the ceremonial things. But that's like two inside is a tactical knife sheath strapped across the chest. It's just like mummy cyborg commando. Again, he's like an ultimate level one. So once you're ultimate level, it's like take the base design, put a robot arm on there, and you're done. You see him with like an old metal fucking Gekomon. He's ultimate form now. Like turn into a cyborg. That's what we do at this level of evolution.
He's got leg braces.
I do like the leg braces actually. That makes sense with a mummy, like because you got muscle atrophy. What would being a mummy? It's a interesting design. I assume it's from like an older Digimon because it definitely feels like
I think it goes back.
It was in the original series. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
One of the older series, yeah.
Yeah, but I like the fact that he's this horrifying, initially creepy, like weird monster, and then like he's a big cyborg guy with like a gun, and then it's like, no, he can be reasoned with. Like he's just like, oh, my bad. I thought this is what love was. I thought I was doing you all a favor, honestly. Let me just de-evolve right now. Thanks, guys.
There was always this very like kind of like camp quality to him. It's in the voice form as well, but also is this when he has like what's the name? One Hitomi, I think it was, and then like he's hypnotized her, just going to like spread out the tumble. He's kind of peeking around the corner, going for and saying, "Kiss him." It's just like he's just waiting for the guy to make the move with him. Just spread the curse around. It's like, come on, I believe in love this much.
Yeah, he was just like a traumatized guy. So the Digimon solved it. I again, like when Tomura and Gekomon turn around, it's like, hey guys, you can cure it and then they all have a headbutt like damage on them. Everyone's been headbutted off screen.
Also get the feeling
Fantastic.
the other Digimon were like, "Oh, we're going to headbutt these irritating humans after how they've been treating us today." This is
It
definitely the way to
probably
deal with
felt
it.
really good. They've had an awful fucking day, honestly. So understandable, yeah. And the little before the credits joke is your man's like, "Hey, does anyone want any of these weird fur dolls? I think they're pretty cool, actually." It's just like, that was him. He wanted to do that. That wasn't part of the hypnotism at all.
His deepest, darkest desire unfurled.
And then next week, maybe we'll get to meet this new character. I thought she was in last week's preview as well, but she didn't show up.
Well, you know, that girl, Mummy Mon, it's easy to mix those two up.
It is, yeah. And we've got Witch Hat Atelier, episode 4, Meetings in Calm. Let's go and get your equipment. Oh my goodness, there's the that witch who gave me that book. I'm going to chase after him. Oh, that was a huge mistake.
And we're trapped in the Shadow Realm. Damn it.
We do get some of the lore stuff of like, hey, you know that ink comes from this tree. This guy is going to show you how to make it. I do like his cool triangular glasses. Those are really nice. Yeah.
Why not triangular? Is this Is this neat? It is like this really going on in like, you know, if you like stationery and pens and papers and nibs and things, it's just like, oh yeah, this is where it goes. Little bottles of ink, like little potions and such.
It's a very satisfying thing, and I assume a lot of that design comes from like the comic as well, where it's just like these very well designed. The costume designs as well, because you're looking at guys like, oh, that's a really nice clasp or whatever, and all the witches have like, because they went to Witch Town to buy some witch stationery from the witch stationers, but everyone's got like their own kind of design going on. You got one dude flying around, I think, on a hover umbrella by the look of it. You know, it's all very nice.
All this it's no people that's going to be seen. I get a good sense of like of the color of it as well, because I'm reading the manga and something like what obviously it's like, oh yeah, it's like just great like shades and colors that, and like even at the costuming is very, very important. And particularly with Coco, she's like a seamstress's daughter, so that comes up again and again. Yeah. So that's nice. I can almost smell the wood in that shop. You can almost like, you know, get just more tactile sense of it.
Yeah. It's definitely got that. I think it's probably going to get a lot of comparisons to like Ghibli, of the very kind of tactile nature of the world that they're existing in. Just there's a lot of care in the objects and everything. Yeah.
Lots of big breakfasts and stews and slap up meals as well.
That
comes up a lot too. But how do you use magic? You know, not to make fancy ink or cool shoes. How do you escape from an infinitely circular domain with a dragon inside it that we somehow got lured into? So I try to figure out, like we didn't pass through like a window gate, we didn't pass through like that. It was just like we went down the street and suddenly we're in a whole other dimension.
Yeah, and if we didn't pass through a window gate, that means they're using illegal magic, which makes sense because we were chasing one of those illegal witches. And step one is to blame Coco, obviously. This is all your fucking fault. Everyone's mad at you. And it's like even you're one who's been the nicest witch up to this point.
Is Tetier just freaks out before saying, "We're all dead, man. We're all dead. Game over, man.
And
Game over."
It's not that she specifically blames Coco. It's just that it's like she gives her a look, and it's like, in that moment, I knew she blamed me for everything because it is my fault. It's like, yeah, but I mean, like, someone's tricking you. You're also the victim, but they're also blaming her. Like, it's her fucking active choice to be the victim.
I got goes off with her because just trying to get her attention, and then like just puts her hand on her shoulder, and then just like mess up her drawing points. And you fucking idiot! You could have. Don't do that. You could fucking blow someone up doing that. Don't. Of course, you didn't learn that because you're not fucking. You don't know everything in this life. You're just a fucking tourist.
Yeah.
Here, I go blast through this wall and get out of this dead end leave behind us. Which, you know, not referring to you, but it's not referring to you.
Well, also pointedly, Rike is making that hole in the wall while she's having the other girls having a go at Coco rather than actually making the hole in the wall. Yes.
Yeah, maybe if you stop getting mad at Coco, we could get out of the stop fighting. Let's complain at Coco later when we're not being chased by a fucking dragon. Again, that 4-wing design that's been on the birds as well. That's really nice. I like that kind of consistency.
Yes. Yeah. We should also point out that the Brimmed Witch has done this because this is going to make Coco the savior of whatever they've got. It's like, come on, Coco, do the magic, save and save us.
The reason Coco was interrupting her in the first place when she was doing the magical circle is she spotted a magical circle up on one of the towers of this weird liminal space, and it's just like, maybe that's what's keeping us. You know, it didn't get the chance to say. There's a magical circle. That's how we could be trapped here. So let's do something about it.
And meanwhile, Quiffrey shows up and goes, "Where's the girls?" They ran out that way, and then the grandson says, "Yeah, they were chasing after a witch."
I did the Quiffrey humanization of like just normal fucking weird guy kind of thing. I was like, they probably just fucked off into town because they were bored by the old man stuff. And he's like, no, this is like the coolest shop in town. What are you talking about? Like, he's no way would any kids leave here. This is the happening place to be.
Well, don't you agree, grandson? Well, I work here. I'm an apprentice, so I can't leave. I gotta work.
But yeah, he saw them chasing a weird masked witch that looked like she had like an eyeball mask, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I know who that is."
That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look around. They can't find them, but luckily, the best character, Brush Buddy, knows where they went, and they are still
Lassie?
here.
They got lost in a magical well.
They got trapped in the shadow realm.
Show the way. Yeah, like talking directly to the mouse ferret thing. That is, like just such a good character design.
Yeah, but it communicates both by the squeaks it makes, and also it just goes ahead and points. It's like going that way.
It is the shape of pointing. Yeah. So that's fair.
There's a medal in this for you, Matley.
The other bits I liked, the chasing the witch through the town. You could see the witch was stopping at several points, waiting for Coco to catch up, and the other girls chasing her, that kind of thing. But
it was just recede into the darkness of the alley as a little walk by. I could see it's just like the very front of the hat with the eyeball ornament.
Yeah. You just need them to keep up with you. But there was one point where they were like running through some mazes that was like, that's why I kept it as a background, like Scooby-Doo corridor is what I want to call it. Where it's just like, which one? And I was just like, okay, it's more comedy for that, but like I appreciate it.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we leave it, as hopefully Brush Buddy can find the way to wherever they are before darkness falls.
Good. Figure out how to break out the Stan's ability.
Yep, I'm still enjoying it, even though I said I wouldn't find time to watch it. I am somehow finding time to watch it.
It's a very charming thing, and then you know, it's also a very charming production in and of itself. As we kind of have a thing, there's could be a bit more kind of weight of the animation crew being put onto it. But I think it had much more of an expectation of the artwork for what this kind of based on the source material. I like the artwork in it. It's very important how it's framed and how it's staged, and it has done that, and it probably will do it again when it comes to an actual performance-heavy episode. It's still in there, but this kind of basically it's kind of designed, and it needs to look sort of like pretty good to stellar all the way through. So it'd be interesting to see when and if this dips significantly.
Then Marriage Toxin, my first, in which we open with, I was like, did I miss a bit? Oh no, this is goes straight into a flashback of Gero's horrible upbringing.
Yes, here we are in the human zoo where we observe regular everyday life. And I like the thing of it is just like, oh, I'm late for school. Why didn't you wake me up? You don't have school, honey. And she's there about to run out with half a toast in her mouth. It's like, oh, I guess I'm just as silly. And it's just like, are these like, and they explain it to the kids that they're taking through this one-way mirror fucking hallway of regular family life. And I'm like, is this like linked up to people's houses, or
that's what I assumed.
Are these trained humans, like trained to act like normal humans in a zoo?
I was reading it that they own an apartment building, and
this is a corridor where you can observe normal everyday life. Yes. But there was just a falseness to the everyday life, and I guess that's from the perspective of a kid as well. Yeah.
Also, this is a very weird world they live in.
Oh, it's so fucking weird. I love that everyone knows about the Masters. Like, it's just, that's not a secret or anything. It's like, oh, Masters, yeah, we all know that's real. And it is a normal thing. You can hire them to murder people for you.
Well, most
yeah,
people I thought they were affiliated with the underworld, criminal underworld in some
that's
respect.
true. That's true.
Himekov is like is the master art thief or art returner. So like she'd be aware of all the stories and connections and groups in that scene.
But yeah, the fucked up thing of it's your man and his sister, and there's a third kid there as well, isn't there? That I'm not sure we get identified.
It is, yes. I believe we'll meet them very soon.
Okay, grand. Yeah.
Yeah, and also they explain, oh, you should never fight another master unless it's for
less than
a minimum of 5 billion or whatever it is. And if you do get to a fight, you need to kill them because they can't see what
you reveal your secret
power is.
Bloodline art, and if anyone sees that, you kill them immediately because that is only for like the super. You need that to take on a master, and even like if your client sees that, you kill him. Like, because no one gets to see your secret bloodline art. That's just the way of it. And obviously open to the current fight happening where the Watermaster's like, secret bloodline art, fucking. So it's like, I'm immediately going to pull this out and make like all kinds of like water tentacles for grabbing shit. Yeah.
Anyway, he wins. And not only does he not kill her, he makes a balm to calm her rash that she gets from exposure to air. Or exposure to clean air, I believe is what he explains it as.
Yeah, she's essentially not in a clean suit, but in a suit that keeps her skin hydrated so it doesn't get a rash and get her all fucked up.
I don't like you or anything.
Yeah. And he does keep her card, so it's just like, listen, I will. Yeah, it's good to be professional about this.
Yeah,
and it's nice to be thanked for a job well done.
Yes, and also understand if you try it again, I am killing you in the worst possible way.
Which is the same thing. Like, she's also annoyed at him for. I was like, why don't you kill this creepy art dealer guy? And he's like, no. I've given him a fair warning, and I will give him the poison of 1,000 fucking pains if he does try anything. So he'll wish he was fucking dead, and then he'll die.
Yeah, because they're like, basically how it works. Your normal exhibits are perfectly fine. Why do you just stick to doing the legal stuff?
Everyone likes your fucking art yacht, right? Okay, calm down.
Just wanted to be a big shot.
I did like the reveal as well. It wasn't just him licking that painting. She can see the tears of paintings. Is our art thief? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we find all that out on the first date. It's like, hey, for saving you, like, my fee is go out for. Well, it's Morihino Saki saying, how about we all go out, all three of us, and we're to celebrate this. It's like, I gotta go on a date. You fucking go on with her. Go on without me phone and say, I knew you were going to do this.
Like, she texts him going like, I can't make it. Sorry. Break a leg. And he's like, oh, fuck you. She's fucked me. Damn it. Okay.
Remember your training. Compliment her clothing. You know, it's like, say something nice about her. But even that's not enough. And he was like, I just got to sneak in and set up a whole thing. By the way, they're in like a shark-themed restaurant/club. Or you put on poofy shark hats and do. I guess it's kind of like Baby Shark for adults.
But part of it is there's a guy in an entirely not just a hat, like a shark costume, will go up and bite you. But it's only ketchup coming out, so don't fucking worry. It's all part of the fun, and obviously your one's into it because they did escape the yacht through her friend Chomsky, the shark. So she's into sharks, seemingly unrelated to her tragic backstory of being little orphan Annie, who was adopted by art, like a guy who was keeping crying paintings in a room so the world couldn't see them. Completely unrelated. The shark thing is nothing to do with that. It's just a weird thing.
But it reminds Gero of this, like, I felt like a bit conflicted and bad about getting thanked by that little girl for getting the portrait, the one picture we have of her mother back. Because she doesn't know that I've killed people. I've killed them horribly. So, am I right to take accepted gratitude, like not knowing that I'm a person who can do those kind of things? Like, yeah, but that was then. This is now. Like, whoever you were before, you still did this good thing now, and you intend to keep on doing it.
Yeah, it's what you're choosing to be now, rather than what things that you have done, like mistakes that you have made, and recognizing them as mistakes is a good thing. Like, he's fucking up the day, but then he's like slowly being like decent and like completely not fucking up the date. And part of this is because obviously is it Himikawa? She's obviously there in disguise.
Kinosaki,
watching
So
him.
yes, she's-
Hinosaki is in this.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mixed up
Yeah.
the names. Yeah. And has also plugged her phone into the display behind, so he can see it and she can't see it from their table where they're having the date.
A special
And
shark animation so it'll blend in with the team in the
Has a
restaurant.
shark-based app where she can like give him not
Be
very subtle.
vulnerable.
Yeah,
Tell us
not
something
very.
from your childhood.
And in order to keep doing this, has to in the background charm the manager and the wait staff at the same time. So she's giving them both like a little lap petting while fucking texting on the screen dating advice.
Yes,
Just
we
very
are
silly.
slipping into referring to Kinosaki as a woman, even though
I know
he
I
says
keep
it-
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I realise that's probably why in the
Yeah,
opening credits
sorry.
they sexualize Kinosaki as a man in the opening credits, as to
Yeah.
remind you that each time, because I don't think the series cares from this point on.
No. Yeah.
Because they are just the wingman for, because the end is like, okay, that's one girl. Now there's plenty more fish in the sea, so let's just not leap to the very first
Keep
woman
our
you've met.
options open. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The
Play the
character
field.
has literally referred to themselves as he. Everyone treats him as a she. Should I stick with they? I'm
Yeah.
yeah. I'm bouncing back and forth between yeah.
Yes, I don't think it really matters.
Okay.
Because they're a fictional character, and I don't think it's going to really come up beyond, as I understand, it's very much just like they are just there as the second lead now. And the
There's
gender
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
there's
come
no,
into it.
there's no malice in the
No.
character. It's just like, nope,
No,
this is
no,
the way
no,
they
no.
are. Because for somebody who's like a love swindler, they need to like know all the angles.
Yes.
So it would make
Yeah,
sense for
I'm-
them to be this way.
Still
Like the character's
questioning
absolutely
whether
like the character's gender fluid at best, basically. So
Yes,
I
yeah.
think it's fine to refer to anything,
Yeah.
any or basically. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's whatever you want to call them would probably be what the answer they would give. I'm still not sure the brother exists, even though we got photos.
But look at all those
Yeah.
photos.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. It's like not only have you helped them, but look, you've saved my brother. He keeps sending me selfies from the hospital, and it's just like all like a kid like with like in a war, just making like the worst fucking selfies. It's like, have you paid a child to do this? I'm not entirely sure.
Or is that you wearing a bald wig?
That's the thing, master of
Yeah.
disguise. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I've seen it much more this time as well. The dynamic they have between them is socially awkward dude and very Genki Guri character. It's like Gojo and Marin from My Dress Up Darling. It's a lot like that.
Or the two from last season, freaking You and I Are Polar Opposites. That kind of It's a popular pairing. Like
seeing more Gojo and Garu. We got.
But you know what I mean, like the outgoing Garu kind of girl and the very stiff, awkward guy. Like it was just like,
They'd make a cute couple.
Yeah. But they can't because he needs to have babies.
I was going to say, whereas I pick up a lot of Boss Baby vibes from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, even for like a non-action episode, it still looks really nice.
It's still lovely in all the places it needs to be. And one of the things I really like about how the date is going awkwardly is that this woman is as awkward as him in a completely different weird. She's just a weirdo, basically. But him kind of winning her over, like by just being honest and open with her, and she's like, "Oh fuck, I could like," and she's having a vision of like that time when she saw a wedding dress. And it's like, "Nah, not for me," kind of thing. And she's like, "I could get into this guy," and he's like, "Will you do me the honor of being my friend?" And she's like, "Oh, dude, I thought you were gonna ask me out." It's like, "Oh no, I'm absolutely interested in you, but I want to be friends first," and that's just winning her over more. And I was like, "Yeah, fucking good on you, man."
Once on the job, so I was.
So they don't know each other that well. So I want to get to know you as a person, and like I am interested in you romantically, but that's not where I want to start this. That's not cool. Like we need to get to know each other first, and it's like that honesty and that sincerity and meaning it. Like she's just like, fuck. I mean, like you're already a few like it's like you're gonna have to work hard to win my heart, and it's like, no, he's not. You just need to get to know him to see if you're actually compatible. Is basically
because they're not trying to con these women. Kinosaki's approach is simply that his best assets come out when he's put in the position of saving somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah, it walks that fine line very well. It doesn't come across like the pair of them are preying on women indeed.
Because yeah, even her thing of just like, oh, I thought you were with her, and he's like, no, that's my not marriage counselor, marriage advisor. That's my
Yes,
dating
it's-
advisor,
coach.
basically, dating life coach, basically. And she's, oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Like it's like even the vulnerability of him opening up to her, like the reason I can't eat this delicious paella is because of the really horrible upbringing that I've had as a poison master, where I have to make my own food because you can't trust anything that anyone serves you. It might be poisoned, and you should be the one poisoning it. Basically, is the idea. Yeah, just a really nice, well written characters, like really great interactions between them. Like, yeah.
Then we've got Imperial Council, episode 3 of Nippon Sangoku, where the first part of the episode is we finish off the test. Is he going to slice his legs open? No.
Nope, but it throws him off balance enough that you can just give him a shove and get him down on one knee. It's like,
kick him in the back and he falls over to one knee. Yeah.
And everyone's like, was he actually willing to chop off his legs? And the man's like, doesn't matter, fucking good kick. You're on the team.
He steps on his blade, doesn't he, to stop the blade.
He catches the blade in his cool bottle, the bamboo kind of
bamboo flask, bamboo cup.
Yes.
Yeah, and then puts it on the ground and steps on it, which then is what causes
puts him off balance.
Off balance, yeah. Aotearoa is like, oh well, doesn't look like I'm going to do this, so I just want to make sure you see my proposals for revising the agricultural policy before I go. Apologies for wasting your time.
And he's just kind of flicking through it, and he's just like, this is good shit. Guy who reads faster than me, read this fucking policy. And your man's like, holy shit, this is really good agricultural policy. He's like, thanks. This is going to be hugely beneficial for the war effort. You know, if you don't pass right now, like I don't have to give you any fucking credit. He's like, yeah, no, I just like it's the decent thing to do to give it to you. Like,
I honestly, your attention is why to this, like, get it to you. You know,
to lay out this policy that'll fucking fix our country, because I'm all about fixing that up and that kind of shit. There's nothing I can do to make you kneel. So yeah, enjoy the policy, the agricultural policy that. And your man's like, good fucking policy. I will kneel in respect. You passed. And then afterwards, he's like, was that his fucking plan the whole time? to trick me into thinking he's like a pig. And he's like, shit, I think I fucked it.
Well, he's like, no, it couldn't be. No, surely not.
Like, he got him with this whole authority of like, no, turning the Sullers into farmers, because like I agree, Sullers could be doing more for the country and helping the people. He just like tugged on my heartstrings and just like really reached in like to shook my feelings.
And we don't get like the interior monologue of him at all, where it's just like him putting on his back and going like, thanks, you know, and it's just like, did he play me? Like, we have our main general guy just going like, shit, I think I.
Well, it goes then 3 years later where he's presenting the results of like the reforms he instituted on the bit of countries in Charterford and saying, well, we've doubled the capacity here for the garrison, like, you know, like we doubled it in the space of 3 years based on these reforms. And this place is a lot more self-sustaining, it's a lot more well protected, people there have a better quality of life. It all worked out like for the best.
I really like the various explanation of the reforms, because even if you don't understand the raw numbers he's putting out, like the idea that like you have soldiers who are working the land and in rotation with soldiers who are having time off and soldiers who are guarding the outskirts of that land. And it's just like,
if you think it's a good idea, do not delve into any sort of forum where this is being discussed, because you'll have lots of people going, this is an absolutely fucking terrible idea. It's the sort of idea that people who really love the Romance of the Three Kingdoms would come up with. And I'm thinking, I think that's the point.
That's what I'm saying is I think it's explained well enough for you to go like, that would help you sustain a much larger army than you're currently able to fucking like it explains it in a way that's very understandable. Like even if it wouldn't technically work, it's like I understand the logic of it, and that's all I need to fucking understand. I don't need to know how the science works in Dr. Stone. They just say it's like that fucking magnesium does this, and I'm like, great, that's fine. That's all I needed to fucking know.
But yeah, just in case you weren't sure whether this is alluding to the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, as it's explaining the time skip, we get Aotearoa in the classic Kome strategist pose
with the peacock feather fan.
Yes. And then the second half is the Imperial Council 3 years later, where it's reporting back to the Emperor, who's not the guy I thought was in the credits. It's not the child. It is the guy with the ridiculous.
It's not that guy yet. Is what I was thinking. I was
yes,
like,
I think
this guy
will be
nerdy nebbishy dude who is clearly enthralled to his father-in-law, Lord Tyra.
Yeah, scared shitless, I would say, of his father-in-law, because it's kind of like, okay, I just need to wrap this up, because you have the politicians on one side and the military on the other side. The military are all like, fucking, they're not taking this serious. And all the politicians are like, these stupid military fucking bastards think they can come here and tell the Emperor what to do. He's not even the guy in charge. He's in the can. He's taking a shit. He hasn't even shown up for the War Council yet. But
he's
yeah,
probably plonks down like on a step, like right in front of Emperor's throne. That's immediately disrespecting him. It's like, well, it's like, all right, I'm running the show here, or rather, I speak for the Emperor, and the Emperor says we're going to do what I tell you.
Yeah, so he's impressed. He's going to give a promotion for the increased number of soldiers.
Well, initially he's just going to give him praise, and as your man points out, that's a fucking stupid thing, Your Majesty. What you should do is give him a promotion and lands and fucking awards for all the good work he's done. And it was like, he directly insulted the Emperor, says the military side, but all the politicians are like, yeah, he can do that because he's the guy in charge. But that just eggs on the rest of the military to go, hey, he keeps doing crimes. Like, stop him. Stop that man.
Yeah, because the other thing is before that though, he's got the weather's turned really bad. One of the neighboring empires is struggling, so it's like this is the opportunity to go and invade, take them over, get them to surrender.
Whereas our general guy is saying is like, no, this would be actually better to work out a peace treaty between us and them, because basically if we keep them sweet, they're between us and our enemies, so they'd be like a natural fucking barrier if we got a fucking thing going on. Rather than going into a war.
They could all clash together, because this was the
It
was the other guys who marched in the last episode. Yeah, it'd be beneficial.
They're in a bad spot, so it would be better to hammer out like a peace, because we're doing grand.
No, too late. I've sent a letter saying, "Do we demand surrender?" And he's
we can send another guy out.
Yeah, all that's going to do is antagonize them, and they're going to be resentful of us. They're going to we're going to fucking get them, and that's going to set the stage for a somebody who can jump that resentment in a charismatic and tactical way. A talented dictator would emerge from that midst and take over. So we don't want that to happen. And then in the episodes, it's like a gathering of this faction, director.
Yes.
They've made their move. What do we do? And then, next episode, talented dictator.
Yeah. I like the way our general, kind of gets down all fours, does the super low bow to go, please, I implore you to reconsider. And your man's like, you fucking coward, you fucking piece of shit bastard, you suck. And all the other generals are like, yeah, he keeps fucking collecting taxes and being a shit. Like, Emperor, get his ass. It's like, also he used your imperial seal to fucking give this statement of war against the other thing. That he can't do that without your express permission. Get his ass. And he's just like, kill all these motherfuckers, kill the entire army heads. But there's one guy whose head is bowed to the fucking ground. Yes. So he's which obviously military guy.
Is clearly he's already learned from Otaro, because that was what he was saying. He'd beg. If it was necessary, he'd do any amount of begging in the previous episode he was explaining. So Ryamon, I do like that when we cut back to Ryamon's officers, and they're just constantly calling Tyra Fatso throughout that entire scene.
It's how you can say the power behind the throne without directly referencing him, even though everyone fucking knows who the fuck you're talking about. He's like the most corpulent character in the show, I think. Yeah.
I really like how it's the third episode in, and it had the confidence to, for the, not even the back half, but kind of the back half and a bit of it, doesn't really have Yoshitsune or Asumi in there. It's like, we see them resolve the exam and they're in. You don't really see him again, because it's only about 3 years later even. It's just like, oh, okay, wow, things are fucking moving straight ahead. But at the confidence, these are our two main characters. We're going to put them to one side for a minute and paint in some more of this world for you.
Yeah, but you get the idea, they've had the basic training. They went through whatever military colleges or that kind of thing. And also you get to see the entire military get their fucking heads chopped off. So it's like, hey, promotions for everyone just below those guys who just got fucking murdered.
Good thing you double-doubled the military capacity in 3 years, because the rate we're going through is we're going to need it.
Yeah, so then we get Wajima announces he's been told that the president has received Tyra's demand, and then the text comes up: a talented dictator emerges. And obviously, when Rieman's saying that talented dictator, he's also referring to Tyra.
Yeah.
As a barbed bit of speech. But yeah, she do get the feeling
even the Emperor leaving partway through the meeting is kind of like the Emperor is not in charge, and he is probably not long for the fucking world. He's just here as long as it suits your man. Because he does says, listen, General, I'm going to need you to clean up the fucking military shit for me, like including all those corpses I just left behind. And don't worry, I don't plan on taking over the country yet. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, that Emperor is
waiting for his daughter to produce an heir, and then the Emperor will be Gonzo. Also because there's a historical Tyra who was the power behind the throne of a 6-year-old.
Yes. There was it's a big long story about that they also made into an anime.
Yes.
I really should have gotten around to watching this when it came out. But one of these days I will.
Then finally, Candy Carey's episode 2, Amy's Cavity, in which Candy just makes a giant car to threaten small children with.
Yeah, the other kids are playing in those. I can't remember those little like bubble cars, little plastic ones that you
the red and yellow.
The specific ones. The other kids are playing in that, and obviously, she's kind of looking at it, going like, "Man, that looks like fun." It's like, "Don't worry, Mom, I got you sorted. I'm a pimp your ride and make the biggest monster truck so you can murder all those other children at playing cars." And it's like, that's not part of it. It's like, don't worry, ma'am, I'll fucking drive it for you. I know it's very complicated.
They won't laugh at you anymore and give you ice pops. See, she was trying to kill you. See, she gave it an ice pop, and the catch was bad for your cavities. Like, I saved your ass. He was trying to kill you. It's like, but my ice pop.
But also, like, any candy that is given to her is taken by her daughter to increase cavities, I guess, in her mouth. So yeah,
a bit more stuff for her apartment she's built there.
Yeah.
Because she's good at remodeling.
Like, at one point she gives out to the man. It's like, hey, you're moving around too much. You're knocking over all my stuff. Oh, I'm gonna have to fucking drill this one down. It was like straight into a tooth, basically, trying to attach it to the cupboard that she's made out of her teeth. Yeah. It still looks so fucking good, man. Yeah.
Just in that sense, it's like it's those ads for like, hi, I'm like germ that lives in your body. I've made I made there was a series of these where it was like about for like a foot cream and that and said, hey, I'm Digger. I'm a fungus that lives between the toes. And then it was like, no. He's like living between your toes. He's got a post-bath fund. I'm already at home here. Now I'm not leaving. Oh no. Fungal cream.
Oh no. Exo product, whatever the fuck. Yeah.
I do love how many comments on the YouTube is, I think, people saying, really need to go to the dentist.
Yeah, if you let it get too bad, a monster starts living in your mouth. So nothing you can do about it then.
Well, they're seeing enough comical tooth trauma. It can just make your mouth itch a bit, as I said.
Yeah.
It does, yes. Yeah, I did watch some of the making of shorts they put up on YouTube as well, which are
they're fantastic. Yeah,
how the characters are constructed.
And it even has a bit of that in like the end credits with the characters like flipping around where you can see the layers that they're actually constructed from. It's that tactileness of it is so fucking nice. Like unsurprisingly, a gorgeous show.
I liked Carrie's little blanket made out of plasters. Like tuck you in right there.
The only other anime I watched this week was the I guess sort of anime, the 1983 animated Coneheads special, which I did not know existed until this week. It's like a bunch of, it's a bunch of Topcraft people, I think, between Topcraft and Pacific Animation Corporation being made, because there's nobody credited. There's no studio credited, but it looks really nice. It is still the
Top crafting
Coneheads.
usually. Yeah.
It is still Coneheads though. But it's obviously shorter than the film, so that's an improvement. But yeah, I was like, oh, this, because I was doing my usual thing. It's like, what am I going to do at the weekend? I'll go through the old Animated Divots website, which I have to look through, archive.org, because it's no longer up, because the fella behind it died. And then after 10 years, the whatever he'd paid for the site being up had finally expired. I was like, yeah, do the old search for TVSP for the TV specials. I was like, oh, Coneheads? What? I've never heard of this one. Rankin Bass, so it'll probably look good.
Yeah.
Well,
that's another one for the Drawn or Alive ledger.
Yep, that's why I brought it
up. I cut up my homework and I thought this is technically research for panels later in the year, so I watched some more Grapple Baki, and it's getting more amusing with Masashi Miyamoto clone, because it's like these guys are all like modern day karate fucking MMA guys. They've fucking been in countless fights. Masashi Miyamoto, and they've also Clone This Bile also imbued his spirit and experience in via Masako Nozawa spirit medium. And it's like, yeah, this dude, he survived umpteen like duels where if you lose, you die. And he literally wrote the book on how to do that. So he doesn't really care about our styles and stances or reputations. He's just gonna like go in there with the intent to win. I mean, like way standing, like his hands are empty, but you can imagine the swords are in his hands, and how quick his hands are to get in there. You almost feel like he's cutting you with a blade. Like, so it's kind of,
I do like that progression from like historically, like stopped using two swords and started using sharp pieces of wood. Like it's just like, I need to fucking make this easier for the other guy, and now he's using nothing after he's been clothed. It's like empty hand style. Like what's Zoro's zero sword style? That's him now. Yeah.
That is also a duty. Like he will cheat to win. Like he will like do underhanded things, and it's been a succession of the Baki like rogues gallery is going, this fucking guy, because he's just like it's kind of mocking their style to get to point and said, oh, what are you doing? Some karate there? Looks like some kind of dancing. Wouldn't you say? That isn't fighting. That's dancing. It's like I'm gonna get you. Endlessly amusing. Yeah.
You've reminded me, discussing of violence, that there was another thing I watched, which was for research for one of my panels at Kitakon. So I watched the first episode of Madball 34.
Yeah.
Hooray! All right, you bleeping bleeper.
Yes. Yes, I watched the dub.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're gonna watch it, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
I think
possibly I might switch to the Japanese for the next one.
I've watched them all both ways, but that dub still got jabs because those English people trying to do a New York accent. Hey, Daisabura, we got the puppy. I gotta like see my girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are we sure they're not expat Americans and Canadians having to do?
They're really laying on the American thing.
It just sounds like they were pushing it so hard. It's someone they're putting on an accent, but it's like they're putting on an accent that's not of where they are from for sure.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, Daisaburu is Alan Marriott, who's from British Columbia, Canada. Yeah, I can't remember.
So he shouldn't be pronouncing it Toiki, is what you're saying. Is like I'm just like that's the accent that he has essentially.
Yeah, but obviously the actual script is not written by an American either, so that's
even better. Even better.
Kind of where some of the issues arise in those classic manga dubs. If you've read that article on the Anime News Network recently, it's almost as if that era never existed. Where they were talking about British dubs, and seems to have started in the 2000s because that's all the guy had watched.
Listen, I'm familiar with Omni dubs, which I think was like 5 guys in Hong Kong dubbing fucking everything, and boy, do they only have 4 voices between them. Like, yeah.
I cannot trust a word of a man who hasn't heard the phrase "shit hot shitter" uttered in Angel
Yeah.
Cop.
Or no mention of the British Moomin dub, or
Oh yeah.
because that's like full of the same voice actors who were doing voice acting on everything on British TV with a cartoon, or BBC at least. Yeah, so Mad Bull. The most shocking thing is the the heads disappearing as people get shot. He shoots people in the head 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
If this get evaporated, yeah. That's the handgun. Like he gets a shotgun out, taking out the fucking roller skating like hockey mask gang. I just like this. It's like fucking like when One Punch Man just obliterates them. It's just like just like showers of guts.
When they get brought up in front of the police council, and then, oh, you sleepy,
oh,
you and your larks.
He's the best cop on the force, because we know that he'll do the same to us if you say no.
I wouldn't call Mad Bull good. I would call it enjoyable, and I would call it a very good parody of like that kind of American cop fucking thing. Like, just because it just goes like, let me just dial this all the way up on the violence, all the way up on the swears, like just too much on everything.
It's also just the Japanese view of what America both is and isn't, all rolled into one.
Yeah, particularly when you think, because obviously it feels like Dirty Harry is the main thing that it's taken its lead from, because you can't really identify anything else that it might be taking its lead from. In terms
it's just reading things in the paper. Like I think it was this, and maybe like Bounty Hunter the Hard. It's something I've like looked up for podcasts before, and it's this America 1980X. You know, it's written with like crime and guns and marijuana. It's like, yes, marijuana is the main street drug. It's like destroying the people in the lesser areas. That's sort of like developed areas. Yeah, it's marijuana, not like the crack or the cocaine or heroin or any of that stuff. No.
It could have been just someone watching like Chips or TJ Hooker through a 1980s violence anime lens. Is the other thing. Like, there's multiple things it could be.
Obviously, this will allow me to show whatever it's called, whichever MOOC it is, the one with the one about American cops with the
that big guy in the cover eating like 50 burgers at once.
Yeah, he's like he's like Saturday picnic table, and the table's like covered in fast food. I did see some scans of the inside stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, I know what this is, because I recognize this as things I could get from America for particularly Altair-Zorian games. So if you got like the original Cyberpunk, the combat rules are its own separate thing, and it's very how much of a gun nut is Mike Pondsmith when you read it. And then later they put out another book which was just stats for guns. It's just a book with pictures of guns and the stats for those guns for various systems, I think. Yeah, because we used it for Call of Cthulhu now a lot more than we did for Cyberpunk. So it's a fascinating insight to the way certain people's brains work, including people I know. Because I've got a friend of Ian who loved that book. He bought his own copy.
What could John Sleepy Estes do with a micro missile pod, do you think?
Yes, that sort of thing.
What kind of crimes could he solve with that?
Can you make him in Cyberpunk 2077? Maybe that's the thing to do.
Gonna put our best people on it.
Yeah, that's it for another episode of Let's Go. We'll be back next week with more of the same. Ta-ra.
Bye.
See ya.